President Trump told John Dickerson on Face the Nation last week that his plan will protect people with pre-existing conditions.
The American Medical Association says
we actually
it could
have
effectively make coverage completely unaffordable for people.
We actually have, well, forget about unaffordable. What's unaffordable is Obamacare, John.
Right. So I'm not hearing you, Mr. President, say there's a guarantee of pre-existing conditions.
We actually have a clause that guarantees.
Now, under the House bill, states can allow insurers to charge higher premiums to cover pre-existing conditions. States would have to set up high-risk pools to help those people pay for insurance. The AMA claims high-risk pools cause Americans with pre-existing conditions to be stuck in second-class health care coverage if they're able to obtain coverage at all.
Dan Senor was a senior advisor to Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan in the 2012 presidential campaign. Welcome.
Good morning.
So what's going to happen now in the Senate, and what chance does this bill have?
Well, look, Majority Leader McConnell has already quietly, days before, once he was in pretty close contact with Speaker Ryan during this process, and once it became clear that this bill in the House was going to pass, he already started to assemble a group of about a dozen Republican senators who represent all the key committees across the political spectrum within the Republican Party, from Susan Collins on the left to Mike Lee on the right. And they got to work, and I think they are... If the House Republicans hope that the Senate Republicans are going to pick up where the House Republicans left off, I think that is not going to happen. I think they're basically starting from scratch. I think in the end, the Senate bill will look a lot like the House bill, but there are some big differences. I think the Senate will pass something, and I think there's going to be enormous pressure then on the House Republicans to pass
the Senate version.
The Senate version.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Does the GOP have momentum, do you think, now, and how important is momentum? Some people this morning are describing it as Trump's mission accomplished moment.
Yeah, I was mixed on that Rose Garden celebration rally yesterday. But I will say, when I talk to different members, particularly in the leadership, they say, look, we need to keep this momentum going. For 7 years, Republican politicians have been campaigning against Obamacare. It was the centerpiece of 4 elections, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016. They've been telling their voters for 7 years, we are going to repeal Obamacare. Now Republicans control the entire federal government. They want to keep telling their own members, how are you going to look at your voters in the eyes and say, when we had the shot to do this, we didn't do this? And with each step, they think the pressure intensifies. So once it passes the House, they want to make a big deal that it passed the House. One step, one milestone passed. Now it's up to you, the Senate. And they just want to keep this momentum going. And so that's what a lot of what yesterday's optics were about.
Legislating isn't easy, and you have to dole out favors in order to get things passed. But there's a lot in this House bill, even though most members who voted for it didn't read it. Of the 23 Republicans sitting in districts won by Hillary Clinton, 14 voted for this repeal and replace. Are they in danger in the midterm elections?
It's too early to tell. I'd make 2 points on this. One, what many of them say is, look, I've got to worry about Democrats, independents rebelling against us on what we did here. But I also have to worry about demoralizing Republican voters. In midterm elections, as you know, turning out your own voters is as important as anything. And if our Republican voters think we are incompetent, we can't get anything done when we control the entire, the legislative branch and the executive branch, we're doomed. So I think that is a big factor here, but it is an unknown.
Dan Senor, always good to have you here. Thank you. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, happy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you.
Is that your holiday?
Thank you for no.
Okay.
But you'll celebrate.
But I'm going to celebrate it.
All right.
I'm
okay, me too.
Full service celebrator.